Wizard. So I've been picking up copies of White Dwarf for a couple of months again, and I don't know if they have this often, but I discovered a column there, and it's called Blanchitsu, named after John Blanche, Lawrence Blanche. He has this really beautiful grimdark style. He used to be the art director for Games Workshop for a long time, and his grimdark style of drawing is super haunting. It's super like there's an air of horror hanging in whatever he draws. It's complete misery caught in fantasy, sci-fi, super apocalyptic portraits, landscapes, battle compositions, anything. So yeah, put John Blanche into Pinterest or look him up on Google, and you'll recognize the work. He did the Black Templar box, I think in 4th edition. You got the starter kit with the rules for 4th edition. You got like a handful of Black Templars and a handful of Dark Eldar. He did that box with all the Black Templars just streaming down, piling down, bringing death. So that's a John Blanche drawing. And there's this style. I think it's called Blanchitsu. I don't know. Blanchitsu might also be the name of the column in White Dwarf, but it might also be the name of the style. I don't know. I just discovered this, so I don't know anything for sure. But there are these models in there, and they're being featured, and they're super gritty. They're not like the heavy metal clean crisp style. They're like super raunchy and dirty, and I really like that style. It spoke to me. Earlier I created this priest because I wanted something horrific. I wanted somebody anguished just on the field. So when I saw Warboss Day making this, and he pointed to the image in the codex, I was like, oh, I need to make that. And now I feel I've encountered a second moment like that, where I just think, oh, I need to make that because it's so gritty. It's heavy on conversions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the 5 models that I've been whipping up over the last 3 days. First of all, my Commissar. And I don't know much about Blanchitsu, but I feel that like rotting and decay and corruption and all those things are part of it. So I created a drone Commissar with a scythe. He's on the brink of death, but he doesn't want to quit. He's just going at it. I created him from a zombie from the Vampire Counts kit. Got the scythe from the Empire Flagellants kit. I think that thing that I put him in is a front plate from the Black Templars upgrade sprue. I don't know. Could be. It has these cool skulls and bones at the bottom. These tentacles came from some Scion kit where the servo skull was attached to. Also used it on the arm. And then there's 3 slugs. That's actually from Eisenkern from Dreamforge. Just the slugs, the rest is Games Workshop. And then he has a plasma gun. Oh, sorry, plasma pistol. So I liked him. I think he's very grimdark. That was what I was going for with this build. And then I thought if I start converting it, it's going to be very hard to create unique stuff and then use it in normal Warhammer. So what I did is I took the Shadow War Codex and I looked at all the different Imperial factions, and I thought that maybe Inquisition would be best suited to build a little bit more alternative types of models. So what I did is I built an acolyte. An acolyte is basically somebody with a basic weapon like a shotgun, bolt gun, las gun, and yeah, a hand-to-hand weapon, which could be chainsword, power axe, power maul, stuff like that. So I created this guy out of a Chaos Blood Reaver, Corn Blood Reaver. What I did is I gave him a big beer belly, procreate. Yeah, actually I cut him open and then put procreate in the middle just to give him a little bit more height, so I like fit the belly in from an anatomic perspective. And I did that. Yeah, chopped off some elements from that head. Gave him a veil. And reposed the arm, I think. Put a shotgun on there. From a Space Marine Scout. So that's an acolyte. Created another acolyte. Must be careful how I handle this because the green stuff is still drying. But out of the torso from a Vampire Count Zombie, the head of a Poxwalker, lots of procreating green stuff, the legs from an Electro Priest, piece of the staff of an Electro Priest, chain sword of a Imperial Guardsman, a Space Marine bolt gun, arm of an Electro Priest, a little bit of bijou chain, and this Maltese cross from a Black Templar upgrade sprue banner top. This formed my dirty old acolyte. That's what I'm going to call him, dirty old acolyte. It's just a big beer belly, walking around in his underwear and a robe. Just nasty man. Just a disgusting dude. But loyal to the Emperor nonetheless. And then I thought, okay, I'm probably going to have to build 5 acolytes and they're all going to have basic weapons. And that's not that interesting. So what I then did is I thought, oh well, those Reavers, they look impressive. And I like the way the beer bellies are looking. So what I did is I created 2 Crusaders, because those also go into a kill team for Shadow War. So with green stuff and procreated, chopped up another 2 Blood Reavers, and they became Crusaders. So this is the first. Got the Ogre Shield, or sorry, Ogrin Shield. Got a Black Templar's upgrade sprue sword here. Just took the axe off, and then where the axe was, I put a sword. Let me focus. It's out of focus now. Okay, there we are. Modified the helmet a bit, took some horns off. Added a pistol. Got rid of all the corn markings. And created this Crusader. But I made 2, so let me get the second one. I think this is the most blanchitsu-esque thing I made. Of course, it's not nearly as good as the models that John Blanche makes, or that the people who practice this style that is featured in the White Dwarf column Blanchitsu do, because they make masterpieces. But I felt like I wanted to dabble with this. Felt like I needed a couple of models in my army that are weird, gritty and irregular. So I'll paint them up just like my army, with hard orange tones, ochres and blacks, stuff like that. But they won't be actual parts of my army. I'll just use them in Shadow War Armageddon, or Kill Team when it comes out, when it's re-released. And who knows, maybe Crusaders. You can use Crusaders in the Imperial Guard army. Or, sorry, in an Imperial army. They have a sword and a storm shield. So, who knows. Well, I hope you liked everybody's beer gut. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Or give me a like or a thumbs down if you liked or despised what I did. And yeah, feedback is always welcome. What would you do if you did a blanchitsu-esque type of warband? Would you pick Inquisition? Would you pick Chaos? Would you go for a Xenos race? Or what would you do? Tell me what model you like best, or what model looked absolutely shit to you. And then I'll see you in the next video. And as always, West Side. See you next time.